Hey friends, we're going to try this again. Yep, take two as always. Let's see. How is everybody? Says I'm live. I don't know why. It's you see, if you found an earlier one, refresh and see if you find me now. So, all right. So, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Monday as always. Okay. We are going to paint a paver, a rock, I got one small paver here, and we're going to start on that one, and then I have a bigger one. So, let's just get started. We're going to use a napkin today, okay? So I'm going to turn this down. Alrighty. Okay. Good morning. If you pop on, let me know you're here. I would love to know. Let me know if the tech is working. We're having, as always, some technical difficulties. And it says I'm live, but it says I'm in stories as well. That is weird. That's weird. But we'll see. We'll take care of that later. Because I'm supposed to be live. So, hopefully somebody will pop on and let me know that we're here. Okay, so I'm just going to get started. If not, I can show you the replay later. So here is I found this. We must have made something in the garden with this paver, this brick, and I'm going to show you what I do to get started. Now I cleaned it really good. Yeah, it had dirt and everything on it, grime. So I really washed it, rinsed it, and let it dry. Really let it dry for several days. All right, because we want to make sure they're really dry. So now we're going to paint this white because we want to be able to put our napkin on and show. Okay, sneak peek of what napkin I might use. So I'm just going to show you how I did this. Now I'm only painting the top because that's the only part I'm going to really pay attention to. So, and this paver brick is pretty smooth. Now the one we're going to use to put the napkins on is really bumpy. So when we get to that one, I'll show you. Okay, but you can use whatever. And if you just want to do a simple rock, that's all great. That's okay. So I'm just going to and then I'm just doing the top. How is everybody? It's warm and humid here. I'm hoping you guys have air conditioning and you're staying cool. And if you need to go somewhere, hopefully your air conditioning in the car works. So yeah, so that's what I do to prep. Okay, and you could do the side here if you wanted. I kind of like it a little rough around the edges, but it's whatever you'd like. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this one, so I'm going to set this one aside because I have this other one ready that we're going to do. Okay, so I'm going to put my top back on my paint, and I usually sometimes wrap my paintbrush in a baby wipe, or a wet cloth, because if I go back later it's still good and I don't have to wash it right now because I'm still going to use that white paint probably. I might even use the white paint for something we do in a bit. Okay, so let me get this one over here. What do you think of this? I think I might have to adjust the camera. So let's go up and There we go. Now you can see pretty much the whole thing. Move this back a bit. Go up higher. And be careful because these things are heavy. There. Can you see? All right. So there's what we're going to work on today. See how it's got a lot of texture. Lots and lots of texture. Yeah. So just be careful, okay? When you're lifting these, have somebody lift them for you. Okay. All right, guys. So we are going to now take our napkins. Now I've picked out these napkins. This one we're going to put on, and then I have a couple flowers. Okay? All right. So, as usual, we got to peel off the plies. Some napkins are 2 plies, some are 3. Let's see. And be careful. Ripping, this could be something somebody could help you with. Just be careful. Gentle, gentle. You got to get that little piece off. Because we don't want the plies to stay on there. Some napkins are temperamental. So that's why you got to be gentle. There it came off. There we go. All right. So we're gonna put this right here, and I'm gonna go over the edge a little bit. Okay. So you can even see the texture through it. That's kind of cool. Okay. So what do we use? We use Mod Podge. Okay, and I have my Mod Podge right here. And I'm going to put, and so I'm going to have to put a pretty hefty amount on this with the rock, with this. So when we're going to put the napkin on, I want you to be very careful because it's going to get wet. And what do napkins do? Well, their purpose is to absorb, but they get fragile, okay? Maybe I will just do a bit at a time here. And I got my pounce brush ready to go. I'm really getting it in there good. Okay. Let's do this part first. Okay, I'm gonna gently push it on, okay? Now I'm going to do the rest, and then I'll pounce really good. Anybody doing anything fun today? Or you just enjoying? Just think some of my friends are starting a new date program and stuff, and they're having a good time. It's so fun when they find new things to do. I'll check in with them later in the week. Okay, whoop. Okay, let's put a little more down. Okay, and let's do this last little bit. Okay. Okay, now we're going to take our pounce brush, but just gently to make it good and secure. All right. Okay, let me get my dryer. There it is. Okay. Okay, I noticed one spot up here that we didn't get some Mod Podge on there. Or not well enough. So let's put some more on there. Alright, and then we're going to just gently tap it down. You can use your pounce brush. Okay, and then we're going to dry that. All right. Okay, so now let's take our sandpaper, sanding block, now I'm going to tell you, it might have been better to cut this a little bit and trace it, but we're going to try this. You can always use a nail file, but since this is a rock, it's rustic, and it's okay. All right, let's see how we're doing here. There we go. It came off good. Okay, and let's do the side. Good. I got a little bit on the edge here. I'm going to tip this up. Edge of the table a little bit. Can't see me, I'm sorry. Okay, I'll tip it up so I can show you. I got that. Okay. All right. Let's see. It's a good exercise, isn't it? All right. Well, let me just do this one little bit. Just a little bit, one more. Alright, let me just brush this off, get the little tidbits off. And I'm going to put a little more Mod Podge over the top just to seal it right now. So it kind of holds it into place a little bit. And then we'll dry that, and then we're going to put some flowers on. Okay, let me dry this real quick. All right, my friends, let's see now what we are going to do next. All right, just checking. All right. All right. Let's see. All right. Here we are. And I want to put a couple flowers on. I have this one and this one. And then I might save this spot. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I might find a fun, I couldn't find one, a fun welcome sign. I don't know, I might put this out by my mailbox. So we will see. All right, so I am going to cut these out a bit. And then peel them apart. And then we're going to see what else we need to do, need to do. Anybody out there? You know, you always can watch it on the replay. I'm going to trim around here because it's a straight edge. So we're going to make it so they don't know it's a straight edge. Okay, there's that. Come around here. Okay, I'm not going to pull them apart yet because I want to see how it goes. All right, so let's do this one as well. And then you guys can let me know what you think. Think this is something you can do with someone's help? Yes, you can. What part could you do? Think about it. You could help put the Mod Podge on. You could choose the napkins. You could let people know what you wanted, and then they could guide you. There's lots of different ways. I'm just cutting out this napkin. Lots of edges. A fun flower. And remember, the white usually just melts into the background. But I want to show you something that we're probably going to need to do. Okay, now I'm also going to do rounded edges here. Because it looks like this was a corner and we don't know where it's going to go, so we don't want that straight edge, do we? Yep. Trying to show you it's kind of hard to cut and show at the same time, isn't it? Don't want to cut off the flower, right? That wouldn't be good. But it's a Monday, so that would be kind of what would happen, huh? All right, I think I got this. Okay, so we have our red flower and our blue flower. Should we put the blue flower up here and kind of go over the side, or do you want them both? Let's see. I think I like it like that. And then we could put the red one there. What do you think? Okay, but we got to trim this edge here because this is so straight. There, that would be better, I think. That's still there. I think that'll look good. Let's see, I want to move this one over because I got something over here I want to cover up. And we're going to do that there. How about like that? I What do you think? All right, well now we're going to peel these away, the plies. And let's decide, because I'm going to glue these down or Mod Podge these down. All right, so that's that one, right? Let's do this one first, because this is going to tell me where it goes, and I have to paint this white so it'll show, and it won't have this black sticking through. Okay, so I'm going to get my white paint out again. Well, not white paint yet. We got to Mod Podge this down. Let's get our Mod Podge. Okay. We want to make this secure so it doesn't come up when we put the other layer on. Okay, I'm going to lay that down carefully. I'm going to pull this side out. Make sure I'm dipping it in the right thing. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to paint here where the black would show through. Okay, so now I got my paintbrush, and I'm just going to, now you could use a littler paintbrush. I'm just going to use what I got, and I'm just going to paint this in. Probably would be better to use a smaller paintbrush, not a bigger paintbrush. But since I already had this one with the paint on it, this way the black won't show through. Okay, and I could do the whole thing if I wanted. You might not have to. Up here where the blue flower's gonna go. Okay, now let's try that. Okay, where did we think we wanted this one? We want that one like that. Okay, so we have this. Let's line it up like that. Okay, And then, should we put this one like this? I think that might be kind of fun. All right. So, I'm just going to put a little white paint over. Let's see how we're going to do that. Let's get this on first. Let me Mod Podge this one down. And I'll leave that top part up. So in case we want to do something to that, we might have to paint underneath that one. So it's not sure if I want. Okay, let's line this up. Like a puzzle, guys. There. Okay, well, I'm going to lift that up, though. I'm going to lift that up. I'm going to leave that open. Okay. Let's see how we... Now we need to get this one on there. I think there's another ply. Got to get it. I think I'm getting it. There we go. There we go. See, I knew there was another ply. Sometimes I miss them. And how you know that you did it, because when you go to do other stuff, it kind of pulls up. I'm pulling this apart carefully, because this is really stuck on this one. I don't want to rip the napkin. Ooh. My. And they must use good glue on this one. Make these plies stick together. Might help us decide which way we want this, huh? We don't want any oopses. Whew. That was tough. That was rough. Okay, so but I need this one. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Here we go, like this. Okay, let's use this one. All right, so we were thinking of going like this. All right, so let's pull this back a little bit, and we're just gonna put it like this. This is how we're gonna do this one. All right, so let's get a little Mod Podge. There's a lot of steps to this one, huh, guys? This would definitely be a good partner one. Okay, and I'm going to put that down, and then I'm going to pull this back. Okay, make sure this is good and down. And get my pound brush. And you know what? If it's not exactly the way you wanted it, it's okay. It's really okay. Remember, this is all art. Oops. No, we're going to have to put something over that. We'll embellish that a bit. Okay, I'm going to dry this. So that happens. Sometimes our napkin tears. But we got little bits and pieces. We can fix it. See, this is not down good enough. Okay. All right. Did we want this one underneath? And this on top? Or do we want to do it like this? Maybe like this, since I had that little oops. Go right like this. See if we can turn it around. Well, we got that other piece on there, but we can paint underneath. Or do we just fix? Do we just add a little something? Let's see. Let's see if we can do a little repair job. Okay. It'll just look like there's another. Let's try that. Now you'll ever know. See how it just blends right in? Perfect. Okay, so now we can use the way we wanted it before. I think that was it. And I'm going to trim off this a little bit, because we don't need that underneath there. There, that'll work. That'll work good. Okay, let's just try this a minute. See how you can do a little repair job? I'm just going to trim that off. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to okay, so let's put a little Mod Podge on here. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'm so busy painting with the Mod Podge. I'm sorry, I didn't even look up. You know, when you're a one-man show, it's so much fun, isn't it? When the tech doesn't want to work right, but we're just having fun playing together. And I'm just here to show my friends how we can, there's so much stuff we can do. So I really appreciate you guys. How many of you have done this before? Sorry, I'm so busy just painting away. So that's why it's so good when we do things together. Okay, let's get that there. Yep. Okay. So now see how it's showing through? We're going to have to paint this a little bit on the back. So let me get my paint. And you know what? Instead of doing it on there, I'm just going to do this part. That way, I'm not going to worry. Okay. So then we're going to dry it again. And then let's get our good old Mod Podge. I need to get a little more. Well, Deborah, I'm so glad you joined in today. I appreciate it so much. I want to know if you guys have ever done this before. Okay. There, see now, the blue might show a little bit, but not so much. Not so much. Good. Okay, and I'm just going to put some Mod Podge over all of this. I think we need something up there in the corner, but we'll figure that out. Sometimes I like to sit and wait a little bit after it's done. You guys can let me know what you think. And then I love to put a little pen work around here. And this is when I let my friends that I work with make those choices. Say, what do you think we should do? Because I love making it their project. And we got to put more Mod Podge back here. Okay, let's try this. All right, let's see if we can take our sandpaper Gotta get through a few layers up here. We could have gone along this edge, but I'm thinking this might go in the garden, so it's going to be down underground maybe. One never knows. I'm really thinking I'm going to try to make it with our address number and put it out by the mailbox. And I'll take a picture of it outside, and you guys can let me know what you think later. Okay, turn this rock around. And that's why you gotta make sure it's good and dry. There we are. And I'm going to put another coat of Mod Podge on top just to seal it. And I think that's where we're going to call it a day today. And then I will really let this dry and figure out what would be the next step. I think I'd like to put a little something up here. Maybe another piece of the napkin. I don't know. Maybe a leaf. Just find a couple leaves to put up there. All right, let me just dry this. Right. Okay, come up. Hey, friends. Hey. All right, I'm going to hold it up. There's a few places I still got to sand off, but I'm going to show you. What do you think? There it is. Let me know what you think. All right, I'm going to let this dry really good, and then I'm going to sand off the other edges, and then I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do over on that side. I'm going to find some stuff, like some word, welcome or home. I don't know. Got any ideas? I'm open to ideas. You know, you just never know till after you do it what else should go on here. All right, I see that part I need to sand off. All right, but I'm going to sign off for now. Thank you so much for watching. Come check out Pam's Den of Creative Fun for other stuff. I love it. Love it when new people join in. That's so much fun. Let's just have fun together and create. And my mission is to empower those with less skills than they think they have, and especially those with special needs. And I help them modify and adapt the activities. Like today we would do this, but then we would chat about how they can participate. Like I mentioned, like what part they could do, or how we can modify the tool, you know. So that's what I do as an occupational therapist. So come join us. If you know other people, have them come join us. That'd be great. We might be starting a membership at some point pretty soon, and that way we can go more in depth of how you can alter, change, enhance their lives, give them opportunities, because we all like to create together, don't we? All right, but for now, have a great day. Stay warm. Stay warm. Don't get too warm. Stay cool. All right, have a great day, everybody. Bye.